On the eve of Iran's 2017 presidential election, a French journalist sat down for an interview with Ebrahim Raisi, who would later become Iran's president. She wore the veil. She spoke like a believer. She asked all the right questions. But what no one in that room knew, not Raisi, not the guards, not the clerics, was that this woman had once been Jewish, secular, and completely disconnected from Islam. And within 5 years, she would renounce her religious identity and publish blog posts that would throw Iran's intelligence circles into chaos. Her name was Catherine Perez-Shakdam, and her journey into the heart of Iran's most guarded institutions raises one chilling question: how far did she really go? Catherine was born in Paris to a Jewish family, descendants of Holocaust survivors and resistance fighters. But her upbringing was entirely secular. She didn't grow up with faith. In her own words, she had no real religious identity. That changed in the late 1990s, when, as a student at the London School of Economics, she met and married a Sunni Muslim from Yemen. She converted to Islam for the marriage, but her Jewish background became a source of tension. By 2014, the relationship ended, and yet, instead of turning away from religion, she went deeper. Drawn to the passion and sacrifice in Shia traditions, she immersed herself in Shia Islam, writing about it, studying it, and eventually gaining recognition as a commentator on Middle Eastern politics. Professionally, she took on geopolitical advisory roles, including at Wikistrat, a think tank with ties to Israeli and American intelligence. That detail, in hindsight, would become one of the most controversial parts of her story. In the years after her divorce, Catherine entered Iran multiple times, using her French passport and a carefully curated identity. She was the Western convert who admired Shia culture, someone Iran's leadership believed could help tell their story to the outside world, and they welcomed her with open arms. She wrote for Tehran Times, Tasnim News, Mashreq News, and even Khamenei.ir, the official site of Iran's supreme leader. She didn't just write flattering articles. She sat in rooms few outsiders ever see. She interviewed Raisi. She stood just meters from Khamenei at conferences. She met Qasem Soleimani before his death. Iranian media couldn't get enough of her. But behind the veil and warm smiles, something else may have been happening. According to multiple reports, Catherine allegedly used Iran's religious customs, including temporary marriages, to get close to powerful men. Through these private encounters, she reportedly gained access to sensitive information: military movement schedules, internal briefings, even classified locations. And that's what made Israel's strikes in 2025 so effective. In 2021, everything changed. Catherine posted a series of blogs on the Times of Israel. In them, she didn't just criticize Iran's leadership. She revealed that her religious persona had been a tool, a means of getting inside. She publicly reconnected with her Jewish identity. She denounced her past views. And she said in no uncertain terms that for years she had played into the hands of people who wanted Jews like her gone. Articles vanished from state websites. Officials scrambled to distance themselves. Broadcasters who had appeared with her issued public clarifications. Posters of her face went up across Iranian cities, and whispers began, loud ones, that she had been working with Mossad. The most serious claim, that Catherine's intelligence enabled the Israeli strikes in June 2025, strikes so precise that they took out top IRGC officials and exposed Iran's deepest vulnerabilities. Reports suggest she may have even helped map drone strike zones near Tehran. Today, Catherine lives in London with her children. She speaks openly in interviews, writes for Israeli publications, and continues to deny being a Mossad operative. But she admits something else: that she was able to get any information she wanted, and that Iran's regime was completely infiltrated. Her story leaves more questions than answers. Was she an unusually persuasive journalist who drifted between ideologies, or was she one of the most daring agents ever embedded in Iran? Or did she play any role in Israel's recent strikes against Iran's military and missile sites? And how many Catherines are out there in Iran, sitting quietly in plain sight and gathering secrets that might someday rewrite history? If you found this story as compelling as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it. Stories like this remind us that when Israel targets Iran's scientists and commanders, it's not random. It's the result of intelligence years in the making.